Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to complete absence recordings in the event that you are absent from one of our rehearsals for Symphonic Band. There are 3 rehearsals a week. Whether you miss for illness or any other reason, I still need you to complete this assignment. It's a small assignment compared to 30 minutes of rehearsal. However, I do want to make sure everybody's still playing on a regular basis. And in these times, with everybody being out for various and sundry reasons, whether it's a doctor's appointment, quarantine, illness, we want to make sure everybody gets their assignments in, and we want to make sure people are still working towards our final goal. So, regardless of circumstance, when you miss rehearsal, you need to submit one of these recordings. When you go to Symphonic Band on MusicFirst Classroom, you'll see there's absence submissions set up for each week. Make sure you click the correct week. So for this current week that we are in, December 7th through 12th, let's say I missed rehearsal on the 8th and I need to submit a recording. I'm going to make sure I click Q2 Week 1. And I'll open this in Soundtrap. Now, Soundtrap is a really cool program that lets you record your own music. It's kind of like GarageBand or Logic, if you've ever used those programs before, where you can make recordings, you can generate your own music, do your own thing. We're going to use it as an audio workstation where we can record ourselves. Now, you'll notice I will have the project set up for you with the date for each rehearsal that week. In the event that I forget to do this or that it's incorrect, you'll notice right away, and I'll show you how to correct that in a second. But if the dates are wrong, that's a good red flag that you might have opened the wrong assignment. So if I'm missing the 8th, I'm going to go ahead and click on the track for the 8th. And I'm going to make sure these other 2 tracks are muted and close. Now, if you click on the 3 dots here, you can change the name of the track, you can copy it, you can delete it, you can freeze it, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can even download it yourself. If you recorded it somewhere else, let's say you recorded on your phone and you want to import a file, you can click import and have it import an audio file that way. When we click on it and then we look at the show instrument button, click up top here, we can see our microphone. So if we're having issues recording, what you want to do is click here and do a volume test. We're going to hit start test. La, and the software will adjust for us. So you saw it was coming in real hot and then it adjusted down for me. Make sure you do that before you record. That way you won't have a big loud crackly assignment. So when it's time to record, you practice something you want to show me, and then you will click start recording after you enable that track. So once this is in red, this track will record. So let's go ahead and start recording. Now, I like to have the metronome on. That gives us some usefulness to our project later, and I'll explain that in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and put the metronome on at 120 and hit start recording. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just for fun. So we record that, and now I have my recording in the computer ready to submit. When I'm ready to submit it, I hit save. And you go over here to File, Submit Task, Absence Submissions, Q2, Week 1. Now, after you've submitted it, I will listen to your assignment. Let's go back into Soundtrap here. And sometime within about 24 hours of the rehearsal, not your submission, the rehearsal, you'll see off to the right here, there's these little people sign, and I can send something to and receive messages from the collaborator. So I'll listen to your recording and I'll give you some feedback on what you did, maybe give you some ideas for next steps, some compliments, what you did well. It is an expectation that you listen to the feedback and you utilize that in your next practice session. So if I hear you practicing a scale and you're playing it a certain way, and I say, hey, why don't you try playing that scale with this rhythm instead, in the chat here, then I expect the next time you're absent and have a recording to submit that you will try that activity. So please show me that you're checking in on the feedback and that you're utilizing it. Now, bad news. I have submitted my first assignment because I missed on Tuesday, and Friday I found out that I have a dentist appointment. So I'm going to record my second one for the week. So I'm going to mute my original one. I don't want to hear that one anymore. I'm going to unmute the new one. I'm going to click on the R. I'm going to show the instrument. Make sure my microphone is set properly because it's been a couple days. La. Coming in a little hot, but let's see what happens. Okay. And then we'll start recording. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, I did not record that one with the metronome notice. And I'll go ahead and play this one back for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one starts out okay. Now, after you've completed your second one, we'll hit save again. And then it doesn't let you submit because it's already been submitted. If it's already been submitted, I will get the updates to the project after the fact. So you don't need to worry about submitting further submissions. If I find out there's an issue with that, I will let you guys know. But for now, after you've submitted it once, I don't think you need to submit it again. Now, this is where things get a little cool. If you were just watching to learn how to do this, you can stop now. But Soundtrap allows us to do some pretty cool things. So if you work together with yourself and you record using a metronome on both tracks, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can play both tracks back at once. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and multi-track yourself working on a variety of things. So if you have a lot of time at home, let's say you're stuck at home for quarantine or something like that, a great way to keep yourself busy is to record something and then multi-track maybe a second or third part to those things on alternate channels. As usual, if you have any questions about how this process works or how to do this, please let me know. I'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching.